Hello, my dear children. So, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is the rise of nationalism in Europe. Children, this chapter is also very much important for you, like the nationalism in India. And it could be easy for you because already the maximum part of this chapter we have already learned in the 9th standard, that is the French Revolution, the chapter French Revolution. So, in this chapter, what we are going to study? In this chapter, we have to study about the nation state. That time, earlier time, in Europe there were no nation states because of diversity. There was a big diversity, and because of that diversity there were no nation state. So with that diverse process, how the nation states came into being, that we have to study in this chapter during the 19th century. Yes, so if you are going to talk about the European continent, so obviously we will firstly talk about the France. Why? Because we know the French Revolution was the backbone of European revolution, European nationalism. That's why if we are going to talk about the European continent, the nationalism of Europe, so firstly we have to talk about the French Revolution. So before to move to the topic, we will talk about France first. The French Revolution. Why we are talking about the French Revolution? Because the French Revolution have taught to whole Europe how to be nationalism, how to be nationalist, and how to create the nationalism among the people. Not only in the European continent, as well to the whole world, the French Revolution have taught how to love a nation and how to become the nation state. That idea of nation state came into being by whom? By the French Revolution. The idea of nationalism came into being by French Revolution, and that's why in this chapter the French Revolution is discussed. So that will continue now. The French Revolution took place by 1789, as we knows that. And why this revolution took place? Because there was a rule of monarch that time. Yes, we knows that there was a absolute rule of monarch, the king Louis 16. And because of this rule, and because of the power of king, the people were totally tired by the power of king, and that's why they wanted to remove the monarchy from France, and that's why they wanted the democracy in whole France. And for that democracy they struggled a lot, and that's why at last when they got the democracy, as we know, you may remind the rule of Jacobean clubs, you may know the National Assembly, first state, second state and third state, and then after conventional assembly, and then after lastly we know the rule of Napoleon. After the convention assembly there was a rule of Napoleon. So this all the things, after this all the things, we remind that how the people turn the rule of France from monarchy to the democracy, and because of that democracy, we whole world as well as Europe and whole world have learned how to form the nation state and how to place the democracy. This is the introduction of the chapter. Now let us see what we have learned from the French Revolution. What the major changes the French Revolution, the Revolution of France, they have given to us. So the major changes during the French Revolution, what they did, what the common people of France did, which type of changes they did, as they had decided that after the monarch we have to turn the destiny of the France, we have to design the destiny of the France by ourselves. So people took the charge in their hand, and that's why the common people of France, and especially from third state that we are going to discuss further, so especially from the middle class third state, they form the assemblies, they form the assembly, okay, and that's why they got the democracy. How the democracy worked, what the democracy gave to the France, that we are going to discuss here. So what the democracy did? Democracy, transformation of powers from the monarch to people. Yes, democracy have transferred the power of monarch to the people. Means now the power of monarch came into whose hand? Into people's hand. Another work what they did, they introduced the new flag for France. Obviously from the freedom of monarch, from the abolition of monarch, when they got the freedom, when they got the independence, they formed the new flag. They create a new flag for France. French become national language. The national language of the nation become French. French language was the, as we have Hindi, the national language of India. In the same way, French become the national language of the France. New national anthem and oath was came into being. Yes, new national anthem for every nation state. We lead first the national anthem, then flag, common language, common culture, and the same way we need the national anthem too. So that new national anthem also was being created, as well as the new oath also was formed, created. And a state general renamed as the National Assembly. A state general renamed as the National Assembly. Yes, a state general take the charge of the government, and it became the National Assembly. Means whole, for the whole nation, the National Assembly will be the government. We knows that National Assembly turned into the government form, in the form of democracy. Okay. Internal custom duties were removed. Now, what are these internal custom duties? Internal custom duties means in the France that time, for tax, for the selling of the goods, for the selling of the goods in the local market, there was a taxation. That taxations was removed. Means for transporting good from one city to another, one town to another, one market to another market, import of goods and export of good, on that they were taxation. So that taxations was removed, and that's why that taxes, that is known as the internal custom duties. So that tax were removed. Then when France got the freedom, when France got the independence and France got the freedom, and the France become the nation state, so that idea was not to be kept with themselves, and that's why the army of France army, now everybody was free. Now everybody was free and independent. That's why army of France, they carry this idea to the whole Europe continent. They thought that this idea we will not keep to ourselves, we will spread this idea to whole Europe, so that everybody could be beneficial by this. Everybody could get the benefit, and they could form the nation state. They could get the independence from monarch. And that's why this idea was carried by the France army to abroad, means not only into their own continent, into the world also. In this way, these all are the impact of the French Revolution. Further topic we will continue in the another video. Thank you.